Hello folks, welcome back. In previous lecture we have talked about Git branching strategies, right? In this lecture we are going to make use of those. First let's start with creating branches. As you know, this is our repository demo repo which we have created some time back, and we have three files and we have done three commits so far. If I go to commits, you can see these are the commits which we have done. And also if you see the branch, we have done all these changes on master branch. Now let's assume that my code is working fine and I have deployed this code on my system and it is working fine. Now I would like to introduce few more features to my application. But if I am modifying this code after my changes, this code may or may not work. Of course, you can go back to the previous version. That is the advantages of Git, right? But you are not only the guy who is working on this code, right? With you, few other people are working on same branch. It create lot of confusion and it take lot of time to understand what changes you need to revert to go back to the previous version. Rather than that one, we can use Git branches. That is where you can create branches over here. Okay, so here if I look for test, there is no test branch, but we can create a test branch. You can see here, create a branch called test from master. If we do this one, what will happen? It is going to create one more branch with the same code whatever is there in the master. Now it's like a snapshot which you got it as a test. If I do some changes on test, it won't affected on the master branch. It won't affected on the master branch. So let me go back to again my test branch and I will create a file. I'm just adding a new file. Okay, create a file and file 5 I'm giving, and content, this is file 5. Okay, and I'm reviewing these changes and commit these changes. Now I have done one more commit on my test branch, and you can see here 4 commits are there on my test branch, and this is the latest commit which we have done. And you can see file 5 over here. Whereas if I go back to my master branch, you cannot see file 5. Why? Because you have done that change to your test branch, not on the master branch. So this is how you can create a new branch and you can commit your changes on new branch. Now you would like to add those changes onto master branch. Assume that your test branch, nothing but this branch code, you have deployed it on test system, it is working fine. Now you would like to push this code onto the master branch. That is where pull request comes into the picture, but I'm just parking this option for later point of time. We'll do that one later. But by this time, hopefully you might understand that the branches is nothing but a snapshot of your working code. Then you can do your changes and test your changes whether those are working fine or not. If it is working, we are going to merge those changes with the main branch. Here main branch nothing but master branch. That is how we can work. But usually we don't work from the GUI. We need to work on the CLI. Nothing but in your Git CLI repository. In next lecture, we are going to see how we can do similar activity from Git itself. Thanks for watching and see you there.